Definitely, definitely. We're going to be watching. Everyone's in, so there's no issues. The game will commence at 10-minute +1. Lurkers FC on the left, and Mr. Holders of Hands on the right. Fuck. Right now, Scraps with the ball. They're kind of taking their time, Lurkers FC. Scraps managing to get past Routinier. Routinier gets back, but Scraps is going to have nothing on it. Scraps passing up to RH. RH middle to Prod. Prod tries to take it, but Ivory's going to get the intercept and go back to the keeper.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting matchup, sort of two teams that we haven't seen play too often in the league, as he just takes on his man, does it beautifully well. Down the left-hand side we go. Well, takes on his man again, opts to go into the centre and slots it across the field, but doesn't quite connect. Not quite as he wanted. Hellboy, who are you excited to see in this matchup? Any players you've potentially run into a little bit? Anyone that the viewers might want to keep their eye on?
I personally think that Crimson Wolf is a bit of a player, as well as Fraternio. I know them both on Holders of Hands. They tend to be a bit stronger in the offensive field. They do play well together.
Yep.
As for Lurkers, I mean, Hui and Prod, I think, are two pretty solid players in their field. Berg trying to get past Crimson, but Crimson gained that intercept. He's got one-on-one with the keeper if he takes it. He's going to waste time. Unfortunately, Berg's going to get back and get the tackle on him.
For sure. And we've seen them sort of play before. I've seen this sort of setup before where the keeper slows it down, but as I say that, he plays it down the left-hand side and just going to go as far as high, and he's just going to come out easily and collect that one. Sort of 2 minutes into this matchup, and he is just standing there, almost wanting to pull the player in, and we've seen a lot of keepers do that as a missile down the pitch. Doesn't quite connect how he would have liked it to, and if they got that ball to high, it could have been a really, really crucial opportunity for them early in this matchup.
Yeah, no, we're definitely watching a lot of teams try that missile shot. I mean, it worked for Remnant, it worked a bit for Evolved, as Hui almost flicks the keeper, but Moogle dives back to get the save on that one. Moogle sends it down pitch, but High isn't there to receive it, so now it's going to go to Scraps. Just toying with them right now. He knows that once he picks up, he's got 7 seconds with it.
Yeah, sort of taking their time. Scraps seems to be the more patient of the keepers as they try to hit that ball down the left-hand side, and it's just going to play with it a little bit. Prod puts it into the centre, doesn't quite connect. A good clear by Ivory. Now High could get onto it, but the keeper is going to come out and patiently and calmly plays that ball out.
Yep, and I mean, with High going the overestimate, Hui tries to get the shot off from the pass in from Prod, but yeah, dragging out that defender usually gives them a 3-on-4 opportunity sometimes. High right now going for a blade shot. He goes right side, unfortunately misses.
Doesn't quite connect. Prod is going to launch that one down the right-hand side. Doesn't connect only as far as Ivory. Ivory to Crimson. And we mentioned Crimson a little bit earlier. And Crimson going to take his time down the right-hand side, almost slowing the gameplay down. Puts it in the box and a beautiful header, but only as far as Scraps. Scraps had more of the ball this game, and he's just going to slowly drive that ball out. And I'm interested to see how Scraps goes. I've heard a little bit about Scraps and showing a good amount of saves so far.
Off the backboard, RH goes to himself, but now Crimson's getting at the intercept, and he has a bit of a run now. Berger's going to get back, and now Prod gets the intercept, but it goes back to Ivory. Crimson and RH fight for it, but RH is going to get it, send it on, but it's going to go straight back to the keeper.
Yeah, Moogle getting into the gameplay a little bit, and just a cross from Crimson to Ivory. Ivory back to Crimson as he goes down the left-hand side, puts it into the middle. A beautiful ball and a beautiful shot. Britannia, the first goal in this matchup, 6 minutes 26 left on the clock, and they've already scored.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting just seeing that cross in just ahead of the defender. Britannia able to get the shot off from that, and Hui just not expecting the shot off first touch. Berg now with it, sending it right to Hui. Britannia gets a tap on it, but Hui's still going to get past him. Hui looking probably center. He tries to go, but High gets intercept with the body. It still goes to Hui. Hui tries for a cross in, but Crimson's going to get a nice little intercept and send it out.
Yeah, really interesting there. They sort of need to, now that they've gotten a goal, what would you recommend, Hellboy? They want to push for another one, maybe slow the tempo down where possibly they could. And, well, here we go. Doesn't quite connect.
Unfortunate. Yeah, no, I personally think one goal isn't usually a safety place. It allows you to kind of give you a chance to breathe, but I mean, just as quickly, you can easily lose that one goal off of a really bad mistake. And right now, you can see, I think Holders of Hands are trying to get that goal just to kind of secure a 2-goal lead, and that gives them a bit more room to breathe.
For sure. And High sort of getting up there a little bit without being marked as often. Really odd how they're not sort of defending him. I can see that, sort of going forward, they have a good amount of players, but dropping back, I don't think they had too many. As a missile down the middle doesn't quite connect. High, able to get to it, but is only going to get intercepted. Fratino trying to get back to it. And a little bit of back and forth as Prod tries to hit it off the wall. It doesn't quite connect. Now back to Moogle.
Yeah, Moogle now continuing to go for it, but Scraps is able to send it away, but he just sends it back to Moogle. He's going to send it back up. Berg's going to get rid of it, and Prod going to also send it back all the way to Ivory. It's just a bit of a back and forth game, giving up possessions, no real holding on it from Hands.
Yeah, no great intentions with the ball. As I say, that High puts it in the middle for Fratino, just a little bit wide. He's almost lost that opportunity, that gap, but he slows it down back to Ivory. And they can slow the tempo down. They don't need to sort of step on the gas too much. As I say that, he just slots it down the left, tries to put it in the middle to High, but just a little bit too high.
Yeah, no, a couple of them teams trying to use that corner. I mean, I watch it sometimes work on keepers, but, a quick send first touches can always get a bit of a difference. A lot of the time it isn't going to work, though, if the keeper is at least ready for it, or at least the defense even.
Yeah, Holders of Hands seem to be a lot more composed on the ball, I'd like to say. They are keeping more of the possession as well, as I say that Crimson. Puts it into the middle to High, but only as far as Scraps. And Scraps now has an opportunity to step up a little bit. He might missile it down the centre. No, plays it to Prod. Doesn't quite connect as he tries to put it. I'm not sure if that was a shot or not, but didn't quite work out. Moogle able to collect that one calmly. And 3 minutes 45 seconds left on the clock and only a 1-0 lead. So both teams still in this game.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, Moogle's now going to play with the ball right now because he needs that defender to push him. Prod going for expecting the intercept, but he doesn't get it. Moogle sends it down into the corner, but, it's always going to be Bergs there. The defense is just ready on that one. Scrap sending it down right side all the way to Hui. Hui going into the corner. He goes for a cross in, but Crimson's going to get his body on that one. He's probably going to send it back to keeper. No, he's going to take a line. He's going to send it down to Fratino. Fratino with the ball, trying to get past Berg. He blue sprints into the corner. Berg also does it. 2 blue sprints used. High. He doesn't see Ivory, unfortunately. Ivory tries to get the ball, but no. Off Fratino's pass. It's not going to go to him.
For sure. And Ivory stepping up there, completely free in the centre. Not sure what happened there, but there was a beautiful chance as Prod plays that ball to Huey. Huey has an opportunity. Is going to attempt to take it himself and a fake and doesn't quite work out. Moogle now going to play it up to High. High down the right-hand side of the pitch, but surrounded by 3 players. He's going to get past 1 and takes it back. So once again, sort of prioritising possession over losing the ball.
Yeah, I mean, possession does get you more chances at the goals, but unfortunately, if they're not good chances, then you're just going to eventually give up that possession, which gives the opposite team a chance to get it. Crimson trying to go up the left side, but, I mean, the defense is going to pinch him and get the ball away from him. Prod taking it down. A little bit of a glitch there, but it's all good. Crimson's going to get the intercept. Crimson and Fratino are both there. Prod gets the intercept on that one. They continue to go back, so they go back to keeper.
For sure. I was just going to say, Crimson's sort of that player that I've seen him dribble past a few players. Does it very, very well. Sometimes able to get the ball in the centre. As I say that, Fratino, a little bit of back and forth. And the ball's going to get released. And they need a goal, and they need it soon. Less than 2 minutes left in this matchup. Marked by Crimson, and he is going to get that ball. Might play it back to the keeper, and he does. Moogle now within possession of the ball. And he's just going to hit it down the field, and only as far as Burge.
Yeah, I don't think anyone
was just going to slow it down
for that pass.
Yeah,
now with a shot off the backboard. Unfortunate. Moogle's going to get that one.
So what would you like to see sort of happen in this matchup? We see sort of Holders of Hands sort of had more possession of the ball. What would you like to see from Lurkers if they want to be in this game?
If Lurkers want to win, I mean, I'm unsure what they could possibly do. I reckon it's just more so working through their attack. They've got nothing else to do, really. It's just purely their defense is working pretty strongly. They just need to focus on that attack and somehow manage to get an opportunity, maybe even exploit some of the weaknesses of Lurkers.
For sure. And I think that's something we've seen sort of Holders of Hands do is play that 1-2, those triangles in the middle of the pitch. And as I say that, plays the ball forward only as far as Scraps. Scraps has a beautiful game so far. Only 1 goal past him, but It's a crucial one. If they can't score in the next minute, it'll be a 1-0 victory. Missile into the box, but only as far as Moogle. Now another opportunity potentially. Doesn't quite land for them. And Huey into the middle for Prod. Prod just a little bit too wide.
Yeah, no, unfortunately. Back then, they almost had a chance, hold of hands to get it onto Lurkers because they did have the keeper just far out. But, I mean, sometimes it works. I mean, we saw it with the Vinland game. Sometimes if the keeper rushes out enough, he can drag that defender. Right now, we've got Moogle sitting on to Ivory.
For sure. Less than 15 seconds remaining in this matchup, and they need a goal as soon as possible. As I say that, Ivory going to intercept the ball, and looks like they might keep a little bit of possession. High plays it back to Moogle. 5 seconds left in this matchup. They need a goal, and they need it right now.
Yeah, nah, Prod definitely probably gonna have a bit of a field day with himself. You know, watching that he missed that goal. Just the miss on the shot, then the follow-up also was another miss. If anything was on target, maybe could have been a 1-1. Could have had that 1 minute overtime, but it looks like that Holders of Hands is going to take that win